It's oh, oh, you've been told.
Yeah, give me a, I want chicken. I want thighs.
You want fries?
Thighs.
Fries?
Yeah.
I don't know if she already did that or not.
Alright, bye, man. Dude, I'll talk to you after the game.
That's not how you get off the phone with your wife. You over here saying you say wifey.
So what?
That's not how you talk to your wife.
Alright. Where y'all at? Yeah, alright.
First opened way back in 1924.
What do you think I meant?
In 2002, there's a look inside
Bye.
Venerable Soldier Field in
Bye.
Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears.
Man, we freaking hung up on.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Stop, mate. Damn. This motherfucker went for a fake. Good shit. What? What?
Here's key number 1 for Jordan Howard. And the window closes quickly.
He had to jump over that guy.
22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Right.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Oh, what?
Set off to his running back, Jordan Howard.
Damn.
It's a
Oh, he
10-yard
fucked that
pickup, and
tackle
it
up.
moves a chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
18.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it?
That was a
coverage
blitz,
reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now it's Trubisky. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 17. As
bro,
set up
I hit triangle and he didn't
down.
do anything.
Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield.
Oh, nobody covered him. What the fuck?
Wide open, complete.
Yeah.
Chicago. Anthony Miller.
No, yeah. That's why I don't understand why he stopped.
And the Bears have taken the early lead. So that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
It's the man. It was a man coverage that didn't work.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throw it.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really poor.
It was,
they really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
That's the only reason I took the Giants. I have not yet to use him yet. I haven't yet to use him yet, so that's why I took the Giants. Right.
They'll look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game.
Right.
But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum.
Man.
You get 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good
that
shape.
hole wasn't there, if that hole wasn't there, he was gone.
Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Right.
On second down, here's Barkley.
Oh, man.
So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
I juked back.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Right.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Looking for his receiver. And it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Trubisky brings the Bears out 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300
they
pounds. He's a
did
big
something
man.
when
Now
they did that
throwing
pass.
on 3rd down there,
The
but he
whole thing.
cannot connect. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a 6-yard pickup,
Right?
but it gets them to 2nd and 4. A handoff to Barkley. scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. And he'll wind up losing yardage
running backwards?
at the 21-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and leads to 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
I didn't realize the wind was blowing.
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
That was Landon Collins. That's Landon Collins that hit him.
Throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
On first down, they run with Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out.
Run the bay.
They pitch out to Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down without running.
They're right now out of the gun. And he is met off the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
New York set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Oh, fuck.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, that was nothing.
Heavy traffic and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Huh?
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now Howard. He'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there.
Really? The first game I get to play with him, motherfucker gets a broken collarbone.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Jesus
What a KFC.
So they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I know my baby's gonna
What?
I know, right?
Huh. I just changed.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
It's Burton. Catch number 4
still here.
for him on the year. It's a first down.
And after that completion,
9:28, I'm
why
up.
so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a
So what?
this is going to be the result every time.
And down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Seahawks so fucking old. They can't get no pressure.
On 1st and goal, Howard fights free at the 5. And inside
Came
the 5
just
here
enough to knock him
before
out of
he's
bounds.
right at the 3. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
I know, right?
Trying to punch it in with Howard.
Don't knock him in 55.
He's
Fuck.
only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became
59.
similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere
Lamar.
to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal,
I missed the tackles.
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
That's definitely geeky talking.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he will make his way back
got
to where he
blocked.
started from, and that's all.
It got blocked.
As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Right.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
He hit behind he hit behind the lineman.
And it'll be a 2nd down. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Buying time to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. And the Cardinals continuing to surge. They've scored again. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Taco Charlton in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Right.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line.
How do you get that
now
open?
Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Right.
As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
They didn't do shit.
As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Here's Trubisky.
Oh, my God.
And it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into
should have knew you were through.
Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. To return, it's Kalen Clay. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
You can only do like rookies or first-year players.
I at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown.
No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
What the fuck? Block somebody. Fuck.
The waist and push down.
Yeah.
Aaron Lynch in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game.
Right?
Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's the backup Lauletta. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Let's take it inside his own 40. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
God damn it, my quarterback.
So
my quarterback. Yeah, my main quarterback. What the fuck?
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears continue to
I should have took. I got to rearrange my lineup.
Plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game.
Whoever had this team was an idiot.
In this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Right. Yeah, they got fucking this quarterback on the team. He's a fucking 80.
Set to take the field.
86.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not
speed
been
with
a
a
very fruitful
93
game
acceleration. He can't keep up with
They
anybody.
haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
But he's an 86 overall.
Going crazy on
that
that
makes no sense.
sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone,
keep up with anybody.
Not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now here's Lauletta.
Oh, you read that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I went there last second. I wasn't going to go there, but I did.
This is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 30 yards there.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. New York set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10.
You little fucker.
Fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, I figured if I got him to go the other way, you wouldn't go that way.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
4 down. Check. Reds up.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And that's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Trubisky to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete.
This dude sucks.
It's Miller. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, 30 yards. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Parkey for the extra point.
Well, that corner sucks.
Oh, this is blocked. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to
he
stop
came
him.
way. He was in there
After
quick.
all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Yeah, I put Eli
times
Apple
have
over there
definitely
now.
changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery.
Why did you?
And he's
I
going
didn't
to
get it.
lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return outside midfield to the 46-yard line.
Man has completed 3 passes, and they've all been to you.
3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That one goes for 36 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Another injury.
As his guys are in for 6. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere.
Why is he in the game? I just took him out.
Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And not
Ty Montgomery, I just took him out of the game.
The 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And that play going absolutely
too slow.
He's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Here's Lawletta. Throw left side complete. That's
there.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Right. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 33 and a first. Back now at Soldier Field.
They changed a lot of
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Yeah, he just stopped running. It was almost like he was hurt.
Let's go. Green 39.
Right.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Right.
A give. This is Montgomery. And now nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Detroit!
Lauletta on third down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
A give to Howard. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line.
Oh, wow.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down. That's Fuller.
Keep your block, Higby.
Should be backed up to the 25. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Let's go. 3-19.
Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
70 just stopped blocking.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
Right?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They try again with Cohen. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run forward.
Oh, my God, I had that perfectly
timed.
timed.
They're going to score again. Yet another touchdown.
He didn't dive when I told him to.
Totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And now out come the Giants. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the
fucking
4th
10
time
hours
today.
late.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today.
What the
Coaching,
fuck?
playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
I don't know. He was supposed to go deep. He just stopped.
Feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with his team again.
Line of scrimmage again. The 25. 2nd and 10. Coming off play action. Lauletta. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
No.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is
Funches
thrown
is my only
downfield.
receiver.
Look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I don't know who had
Brandon,
this team, but they got rid of everybody.
Incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is taken at the 18. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him as it is.
My good quarterback got hurt.
19-yard return. And control of the football, switching
My
hands
good
here
quarterback
with
got
very
hurt.
little time remaining in this
So did
contest.
fucking Barkley, so that
Line of
hurt.
scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all
Wouldn't have been so bad if I'd have had everybody